shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
In the cotton fields, we was picking cotton. But what about the city? In the cities, do we live in the best places or the worst places? Be real. They got names for it. They call it the ghetto, the projects, the hood. All that's in the Bible. God said, if you don't keep my commandments, I'm going to scatter you all over the world, and you're going to be cursed in every city you live in. Every city we go to. Jackson, Mississippi. Dallas, Texas. Houston, Texas. New York, New York. California. I know where black people at. Just look for the hood. Look for Martin Luther King Drive. That's all you got to look for. Look for the hood, and you're going to see a whole bunch of black people. That's what the Bible said was going to happen to us. So, curses happen to our people. How do we reverse it? How do we get back on God's good side? That should be the question. That should be the question you should ask. You go to church? Y'all go to church? You don't got to start back. Because this is church right here. This is church, sis. Because the pastor not going to teach you this. He going to shuck and jive, and he going to sing, and they going to pass the collection plate around, and y'all going to give y'all hard-earned money to a man that's going to pay his car note with that money. He going to pay his rent with that money. He going to buy him a new Rolex with that money. But we out here showing our people that if you love God, you must keep his commandments. Y'all love God? How do you love God? Can you give God a text message saying, hey, God, I just wanted to hit you up, show you I love you, right? How do we love God? How do we love God? 1 John 5:3. Watch. Because if you don't know, we're going to show you.
The book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
You see that? So how do we love God? We have to do what? Read it again.
For this is the love of God.
This is the love of God. If you love God, you got to be doing this.
That we keep his commandments.
You see that? If you love God, you got to do what? So, do y'all know some commandments from God? Because you can't tell me to do something and I don't know what it is. Which ones? Give me some. Give me the juggler. Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. What else? What about thou shalt not commit adultery? Right. So do y'all know what committing adultery is? What is it? That's one way. But it's other ways. It's anything outside of marriage. So if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you're committing adultery. Watch this. Deuteronomy 22 and 5. I'm going to show you, sisters, how to identify keeping God's commandments and to stop. Because we're going to stay in this cursed state if we don't. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Read it again.
The woman.
Stop. God has a commandment just for women. Did y'all know that? God said, women of Israel, black women, Hispanic women, I need y'all to listen up. The time and the days of letting the so-called white man fool you to be a strong, independent black woman, meaning by yourself, ain't no help coming to you, them days is over with. You never heard of a strong, independent Chinese woman. I never heard of it. A strong, independent Arab woman. You never heard of it. But why they want all black women to be strong and independent? Because they want to separate you away from your God. That's why they want you to be strong and independent by yourself, but you're not independent. You rely on the government. A lot of our sisters on food stamps. A lot of them on WIC. A lot of them on welfare. That's not being independent. That's being codependent. But who you codependent on? Your slave master. Watch this. Read it again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So God said men should not wear women's clothes. They got a lot of brothers walking around with dresses and skirts, right? They got little handbags. That's a purse, but they call it a man bag. They got brothers walking around with finger paint on their nails. Right. So God said you shouldn't dress like that, right? Wigs, all that. Read the top.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
You see that? The woman should not wear that which belongs to a man. So what clothing do women wear today that belongs to men? What kind of clothing? Huh? What you said, sis? What you said? Jeans, right? Jeans, that's pants, right? So the question is, who wears the pants in the house? The man, right? So if the man wears the pants in the house, what does God say about that? Read it again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
The woman should not wear clothing that belongs to men. Jeans, pants, leggings, shorts. Shorts is just a short form of pants. That's all they do. They cut the pants and now they're short. That's why they call them shorts, right? But God says, read it again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So women should wear what? Dresses. Dresses. They should wear dresses, skirts, clothing that belong to them. Because once the woman starts putting pants on, guess what she becomes? She becomes the man of the house. Guess what? She becomes a single parent that got to take all these responsibilities. Now she got to work 2 jobs. She got to work twice as hard. She takes on the spirit of a man. Right? Read it again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
What's going on, little brothers? Watch this. So, if we was out here in dresses, would y'all listen to us? But I guarantee you, when y'all go down there, you're going to see some men in dresses. We already seen it. You're going to see every woman in pants. Every woman going to be in shorts. Now, the question is, do those people love God? Do they love God? Do y'all love God? Give me 1 John again. Watch this.
The book of 1 John chapter 5 verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandment.
You see that? That's how you love God. By loving God, you're going to keep his commandments. One of his commandments is women should wear dresses, men should wear pants. And God's laws is spiritual. Why? Give me Hebrews 13 and 4. Why should women not wear pants? That should be your next question. Why? Why can't I wear my pants? Why can't I wear my leggings and my shorts? Why? Watch this.
The book of Hebrews chapter 13 verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
You see that? Marriage is honorable in all. Because what does a woman wear on their wedding day? A dress. They don't walk down the aisle in pants. They wear a dress. Why? Because they want to get honored. They want to be in glory. They want to look their best they gonna look. You ever seen a queen wear pants? Or a princess wear pants? No. But God says what?
Is honorable in all.
God wants the so-called black and Hispanic man and woman to be married.
That's right.
He don't want us to have boyfriends and girlfriends and to go out and to go get drunk and to get high and to sleep around and just have fun. God don't want that. Because if you love God, you're going to do what? You're going to keep his commandments. Read it again.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers,
but brothers and sisters who have boyfriends and girlfriends and who gonna go sleep around, God gonna judge them. How do God judge a sister for sleeping around? What's the bad? We don't never think about the bad parts of sleeping around. We only think about getting us. What about the bad parts of sleeping around? What about the gonorrhea? What about the chlamydia? What about the AIDS? What about the baby? What about the abortions? Don't you know that that's breaking God's commandments when you have an abortion? That's top 10. Give me that Exodus 20. Because we think Plan B and abortion is just part of the culture, lifestyle. I messed up, let me get an abortion. No, watch what you're doing.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 13. Thou shalt not kill.
You done broke that commandment. See, our sisters, they don't understand that God's laws is spiritual. Once God starts speaking, you either gotta do two things: accept and look and change and love God, or you gonna move around. Because God's words move people.
Right.
You can't go into a dark room with a light and not see stuff. Wherever you shine a light, that's what you're gonna see. So when the light too bright, people move. They move around. They say, it's too bright over here. Read it again.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 13. Thou shalt not kill.
Abortion is murder. That's what our people don't understand.
That's right.
If you sleep with a brother and you let the brother go in you, that conception starts that night. In the morning when you take a Plan B, that's murder. They don't understand that. They think it's just the way of the world. Give me 1 Peter chapter 4. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 3. Start at 2. Verse 2. Watch this, sis.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 2. Verse 1. For as much then as Christ had suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that had suffered in the flesh had ceased from sin.
You see that? So if you love God and you love Christ, you're going to stop sinning. Sin is breaking God's laws, right? Keep reading.
Verse 2. That he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of God.
So now that we know God's commandments and we say we love God, it's time to start doing what God said do. We have to stop doing what Lafayette raised us to do.
Right.
We got to stop doing what Louisiana raised us to do. We got to stop doing what America raised us up to do.
Right.
We got to start doing what God tells us to do. Read.
Verse 3. For the time past of our lives may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles.
So in our past, even us up here, we went to festivals like this. We went to the clubs. We was at Shakers. We knew all the clubs. We was there. But when we read the Bible, God said, don't do that no more. Go teach your people.
Right.
Teach your people that the people in the Bible is your people.
Right.
That we the greatest people on earth.
That's right.
That our brothers and sisters, they don't know God, so they keep doing the things that they want to do.
Right.
Read it again.
For the time past of our lives may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles.
You see that? In our time past, we did whatever man told us to do. They hit us up on Facebook, on Instagram. Hey, they got a festival today. Y'all going to that? We used to go do it. But what we must do now is this. Watch this.
When we walk in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, reveling, banqueting, and abominable idolatry.
Read that again. When we
walk in lasciviousness.
Lasciviousness. What's lasciviousness, sis? You ever heard that word before? Lasciviousness is sexual desires. Evil sexual desire. Meaning, whatever type of brother you want is going to be in there. God said, that's against me. You worshiping the devil. Read it again. I'll keep reading.
When we walk in lasciviousness, lust.
Read.
Excess of wine.
Excess of wine. What's excess of wine? What does wine do? Wine. If you drink wine, what happens?
It heals.
No, wine.
Wine?
Yeah, wine. Well, I'm going to give you another form of wine,
I don't
right?
drink wine.
Wine, when it says wine, it's talking about any strong drink. Hennessy, any drink you could think of.
It messes you up.
It mess you up, right? So, read it again. Excess of what?
Excess of wine.
So, don't you think you got people in there that's going to be drunk tonight? Read. Revelings. That's what this is. This is a reveling. Meaning, in daytime, it's going to be cool. Everybody going to be doing their own thing. But what's going to happen at night? Brothers going to be fighting.
Right.
They going to be tearing it down. And once one brother get dropped, when he get back up, he go and get the gun. Right. And bullets ain't got no name on it. So when our people pass by, they don't understand. This could be their last day. This could be their last night. Brothers just got shot the other night. Keep reading. Last night, read.
Banquetings and abominable idolatry.
God hate that. God hate all that. Because he didn't make us to go out and to spend our money and to spend our time doing things that he said don't do. I guarantee you it got 1,000 Christians in that party on that street right there. They went to church this morning, came home, changed their clothes, got some drink and some smoke, and walking down the street talking about they love God. Brothers got crosses on their neck talking about they love God. But if they really love God and they love Christ, give me John 14 and 15. Because we heard how to love God. God said what? If you love me, keep my commandments. Let's see what Christ said. Jesus Christ, the black Messiah. You knew Jesus Christ was a black man?
Yeah.
Watch this. Let's see what Christ said.
The book of John, chapter 14, verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
You see that? God said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Christ says, if you love me, keep my commandments. Because guess what? Guess how many black people gonna be saved when Christ comes? You know? Give me Zechariah 13:8. I'm gonna show you. We seeing it right now. We gonna see how many people be saved when Christ comes.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. But the third shall be left therein.
But the what?
But the third shall be left therein.
You see that? Christ coming back, God gonna save 1/3 of people, right? You and your sisters walked up, right? How many of y'all was it? It was 3, right? How many people left now? No, how many people standing in front now? 1. You see that? You see how God said 1 out of every 3 black people gonna be saved. That means the other 2 not gonna be saved. So if you're not saved, you gonna get destroyed. So God is calling our people to not be destroyed. The Bible says 1 out of every 3. We talk to a whole bunch of people. It could be 30 people out here. Guess what? After 5 minutes, only 10 people standing up.
That's right.
That's who God trying to reach.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.